Hello and welcome to my EGX 2022 video. So welcome guys, as I said, I went to EGX this year, 2022. I went on the Saturday, which was the 24th, I believe. Yes, the 24th. It ran from the Thursday to the Sunday, so I went on the Saturday, obviously. Met a couple of great YouTubers in the names of Bill and Ed.
Excellent!
And it was great to meet those guys. So that was Car Strength Gamer, Billy, and Retro Edge UK, Ed. We'd planned to meet up there, and it was a great, more social event than really going to see the games for me this year. So this would be my third EGX that I've been to. I went pre-COVID, and then this is the second one post the pandemic. So yeah, so for me, this was more meeting up with other YouTubers and socialising a bit. So of course there was games there. Let's talk about the games. So the big one really I think was Sonic Frontier, which we got on quite early. There wasn't much of a queue for that, and I really enjoyed that. It was sort of like a lot of people said Breath of the Wild, and I could see sort of the graphic style, maybe a bit of Breath of the Wild. I'd say it was a bit more linear than Breath of the Wild, so I'd probably go with a Mario Odyssey crossed with a Tony Hawk. There was a lot of Tony Hawk's own skills in there. So we got to play about 20 minutes of it. So yeah, I did get to see quite a lot of the first sort of stages. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It is coming to Switch, so it'll probably be something I look to picking up. I'll probably be running some footage in the background here, so you guys can check it out. Another game I played was Wo Long. That's not going to be coming to the Switch, so but yeah, there was a lot of people queuing for that, so I thought I'd try that out. And graphically, looks lovely game. But for me, I fell through the floor twice in the stint I was playing, and on the second time it just carried on falling. So that was it. I've had enough. But yeah, from what I did play, it shows some real promise. So it needs some polishing, it needs some finishing off. But I really did enjoy playing that as well. What else did we play? Splatoon 3. Got on to play a bit of Splatoon 3. Obviously for the Switch. Again, really enjoyed that. I have played Splatoon 1, played that to death. Didn't really buy Splatoon 2. I don't know why, I just never got around to it. And I thought I'd go into this quite well. They put you into 4v4, so you are playing against other people that were queuing to play. And the team I was in, including myself, we got our asses handed to us on a plate. We absolutely got trounced twice. So. But yeah, I was trying out different weapons in my defence. So weapons that are probably not the best, but something I've not come across in my games of Splatoon 1. So yeah, that was enjoyable. I went around the retro zone. We met up with Martin from the Hobby Lodge. Put his picture in there. He turned up with his children, so they went off and did their own thing. And a bit after that, we went into the GoldenEye Q&A session. That was really enjoyable. Something I wasn't sure if it was going to be my kind of thing. It's like, I go to an EGX, I want to see the new games. Do I want to sit down and listen to people talk about a game that's 30 years old? Yes, it was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad I did do that. I wasn't sure to start with, but yeah, it was really interesting, the stories and how they came about making the game, and what issues they came up with, and how they overcome issues. That was really enjoyable. So I'll probably put pictures in as I go along, so you'll probably see that. So other than the games and the socialising, there's freebies. Obviously, you go for the freebies as well. So there's a lot of indie games around there. They do like to give a lot of bits and pieces away. I'll probably try and give as much footage, as many indie games as I can here, and give them all a bit of a shout out. So one of the indie games was Squidblast, and they gave away a comic. And there's nice game, but I tend to, I know it's going to sound really bad, I tend to leave the indie games to last, because you can get on those at any time of day, and I'm trying to hit all the AAA stuff that's going to have the big queues, get them out of the way earlier, and then towards the end of the day try and hit the indie game stuff. A lot of people like to do the indie game stuff because that's the different things you're going to see. So each their own. I try and hit the big stuff first, but yes, There was a Super U story. There, I'll try and put some footage if I did grab any there. That was a sticker set. It got a bit squashed in my bag, but a game that myself and Ed played was The Hand of Satan. It was a really good concept. It was a platformer. You played as a little girl, and the other person played as the arm of Satan that's attached to the little girl. So one person's doing all the jumps and stuff, the other person trying to grab onto walls and things, and it was quite a good concept. I did try and get a picture of it. It was on an arcade machine that we could play, so I did get a picture. I'll put that in now. So that was another great game. I'll give those guys a shout out in the bottom in the comments. And what else? I did get I can't remember where I got this from. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog sticker, but it didn't come from the Sonic Frontier stand. It's got more art written on it, so I don't know where that came from. Obviously, when you do the Sonic game, you got the Sonic the Hedgehog sunglasses. They are Sonic branded, but they don't say Sonic Frontiers or anything. So I don't know if they're just standard ones they had around, but I've had to hide these from the sun before I get this video done. And as I said before, went to play Wo Long and ended up with some pin badges there. If it focuses and not focus on me, there you go. So yeah, some pin badges. And lastly, instead of having a ticket or a wristband this year, they gave you a lanyard. It was a plain black lanyard, but it came with this little code, and you scanned it at various points around the event. It was to do with the House Flipper 2 game, and then it would enter you in a competition if you managed to get all the scans, and you take it back to the House Flipper stand, and I think you got a goodie bag. I only found 2 of the 3 to find, and I left it quite late in the day to do that, but yeah, that was quite interesting. And strangely, one other thing, I have no idea where I got this from, and I think this is to do with the Women in Gamers a gaming stand that was there, and diversity and things like that. Just a tote bag that says, "Let's make virtual beauty real," and I came with a pin badge as well. So I can't remember how I picked that up, but yes, did grab that. And that was pretty much the little freebies I picked up. Now, I did see other people walking around with Nintendo tote bags. That is if you entered the Splatoon competition, and all the slots had gone by the time I realised, so I was only there on the Saturday. But I did get some gifts off of Retro Ed, which is very nice of him. I wasn't expecting anything, so thank you, Ed. And that was, now, it's a bit of a bugger, because now I've got one, I'm going to have to collect the set. This is Nintendo Adventure Books. Now, for those of you that don't know what this is, because I didn't know either, if you remember the Ian Livingstone, Steve Jackson sort of fantasy books where it says, if you want to go through the door, turn to page 12, and if you want to carry on down the path and go through the garden, go to page 47, that is what this is. But obviously, Mario themed. Now, this is book 4, as you can see. I don't know how many's in the set, but now I'm going to have to get them all. Thank you very much, Ed, for that. And he gave me a Mario Kart egg. I haven't opened it yet. I wasn't sure if I was going to open it live on camera or not. Now I'm on camera, I've realised I haven't brought any sharp implements to open it. So let's see if we can do it on camera quickly. I'm not going to be covering an unboxing or blind thing channel. Basically because I can't even get into this one. So show my feeble strength now, and I'm trying not to use my teeth on the screen. Hang on a minute. Oh, yes, I'm in. And I've got a Luigi. Let's try and focus on the Luigi. Not me. Yep. See if I can get him out of the bag without ruining him. He's got think you've got a sticker as well, a little L sticker to go on. Come on, there you go. So I've got a little sticker to go on the front there. That can go on the shelf behind me with all the other ones my daughter plays with every time she comes in here. So there you go, a little L sticker. Thank you very much for that, Ed. That was a nice surprise. I'm not about to be collecting all these. There's 10 in the set, and I'm not one of those people that's going to collect all those. So that was my EGX 2022. Was it as good as previous years? It was definitely better than last year. There was a lot more there this year. Nintendo were there for presents. Sony and Microsoft not, but I think we're still struggling to come out of the pandemic. There's the sets for the stands are nowhere near what they were pre-pandemic, so I think the companies haven't geared up for that yet. Will Sony and Microsoft ever do come back? I don't know. I really hope they do. But yeah, pre-pandemic was absolutely packed when I went before. Whereas post-pandemic, you can probably get around everything in a one day rather than buying a weekend ticket. So yeah, I will probably go again next year. Obviously, depending on what they're going to have there. If there's going to be no one there, then I might give it a miss. I don't know. But yeah, I did enjoy it. It was definitely a nice day out. It's something that took me a little while to... I think I left way too early to get there and got there even dawdling an hour early. So Costa outside seemed to keep me busy for an hour while I was waiting. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And it was great to meet up with Martin, Ed and Billy. So yes, that was probably the best part of the day. So let me know, what did you go to EGX? What did you think of it yourselves? Have I inspired you to go next year? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.